So like during that time, like we were talking behind scenes, and like you're very knowledgeable on just like elements of just music production and kind of just like life and video production too.
Yeah.
So like, when did you learn that importance of like, okay, wait, I gotta know my craft?
Bro, that for me, that shit started all the way as a kid. Like I was always infatuated with like taking toys apart, finding out how they work, how the internals work, how a certain gear might make an arm move a certain way, like, and then like later on when I got into music and shit, I didn't really care about the result. I cared more about the process. You feel me? Like I don't necessarily care about the end result of the song or how good it sounds. Like, what did you do to make it sound that good?
Facts.
That's what I care more about.
Word. That's I think that's the part that get missed in the creative process, where it's just like everybody want that pop or that snare that hit crazy, but it's just like, yo, it take time to learn how to just sharpen that.
They don't know that snare been EQ'd and compressed like 30 times.
What ears bleeding hearing that EQ, like crack that joint.
They just want that snare. It's like, nah, how did you get it to sound like that?
Exactly.
I want to know that. I want to be able to replicate that and add it to other elements of my music. You feel me?
Damn. So like, and just so as a producer and as an engineer, who are some of the other like mainstream acts or something like that are mainstream producers or engineers that you looked up to?
I gotta go with Pharrell. I gotta go with Pharrell as my producer. And it's an engineer named Leslie Brathwaite. It's like my number one engineer. Y'all probably don't know him, but
What do you work with?
fucking everybody. Down to Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Future, Drake. Dated all the way back to Michael Jackson, the Prince, to so he's been in the game for like 40-some years.
That's fire.
But what separated him from everybody else is his knowledge of the technical shit, of like withstanding the test of time, or with music changing, and you feel me?
Absolutely. You ever watch like Pensado's Place, the podcast? When I first got my introduction to like
Mike Gallagher.
Yeah. When I got into music, my first thing was like I was engineering at Standout Music with Casso. Shout out to Casso Beats, you know what I'm saying? And he gave me an opportunity to just sit in there and like mixing and engineering. And that was when I was like, okay, hold on, I gotta dive in. And I just didn't realize how vast that world is, where it's just like if you know, it's really if you know, you know.
Yeah. A lot of these people, man, like I said, down to Leslie Brathwaite, y'all don't know who he is. He could walk past you today, but you don't know that he's probably one of the most important people in the music industry when it comes to, engineering. And that's kind of the lane that I wanted to take.
Word.
Like I want to be able to still go to the grocery store and not know that I live in a nasty ass mansion. I got Cardi B on speed dial. I wanted to be that guy. Like,
yeah, and it's like then people don't know, like the engineer, like they're the ones who really sitting down with the artist. Really, like I'm really like the shit don't sound like that when they get recorded.
No.
It never do. Like
they don't know that I've listened to this song more than the artists have listened to this song
for months. You know what I'm saying? Like sharpening
probably
this
for months or years.
Yeah, man. Like we do a disservice, you know what I'm saying, not highlighting the engineers and those people behind the scenes. And I think that's one thing in Buffalo where we lack. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yo, the uplift the Kid Codes, uplift the Aces, you know what I'm saying? And like, yo, like no, he's him.
They don't I feel like a lot of it is just like with hip hop music in general. It's like all the shit that actually matters get overlooked. They look at the end result and glorify the end result.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't necessarily care how it's made.
Show. Yeah. He's talking about the light show.
Yeah. They like to finish the race. They don't like to actually run the race. Just plant me at 10 feet before the end.
Hell no.
I'm loving this race.
Yeah. Every plant start in the dark, man. Yeah. You gotta get it. You gotta get in the mud.